Morning. 10th of March 2026. It's the medicine wheel, it's the wheel of fortune, it's fate. Monkeys and horses mentioned with that one. And usually the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. But it's fate. And the number 10. So, as usual, birthdays, door numbers, date for your diary, 10th of March 2026. It always brings up the name Cooper because people that made wheels were barrow makers, Coopers, in the olden days. So, third house again of communication, Taurus of value, worth, and Neptune. Aries is still in Neptune. Taurus is the ascendant. And third house, we've got Cancer, which rules home and family life. So, it's about what you do value in yourself, in others, financially, etc. What you value most in life. And health should be one of the biggest ones at the top of that list before money. And I'm certainly feeling it this week. So, get washed out, not a lot of sleep, doing my best. Trying to sort out the computer problems, but if I'm honest, I ain't got the will because my head's fuddled. So, I'm doing my best to reconnect with you. Mercury retrograde, it always does something to us, doesn't it? So, we've got to be careful with that 10 because it always looks to me like the magician, but it's not. Same character. We need a bit of luck, and that's what the Wheel of Fortune's about. Either a run of good luck or a run of bad luck. But the good thing is, if you hit rock bottom, the only way to go is up. So we always think positive, regardless of the image or the reversals. But at least we know what's coming. There it is in the sweet spot. So we've got a run of good luck. Well done, Spirit, thank you. The change is coming. Hopefully, like I said, at number 10 Downing Street, because we certainly don't have any faith. Well, I don't know anybody that does, that's actually British. There you go. Number 10. Oh, unfortunately, no, it's not positive. It is a negative change. I'm sure that was positive. I will put it positive because I have a feeling it's positive. Yeah. We've got to narrow down our options. Somebody's running out of options. Isolated, alone. The luck has run out for whoever this is. So maybe that was right then. The luck has run out for whoever this is. They have no faith, which is the Taurus. They have no religion. They refuse to go into the warmth of the church, to sanctuary. They're staying shut out in the cold with their dice, gambling on what they might achieve if they stay out in the cold. It's feeling half erased, lonely in a room full of people. There is heartache, sorrow, loss and separation, confused minds, mental illness, perhaps minor surgery, but we are healing from it. The heart. And there's the Cancer, which, what did we say? That's in the third house. Well done, Spirit. 7 or 25, Mia. We've got Oscar, Jacqueline, Richard there. This is a new vehicle, perhaps, purchasing a new vehicle. Taking back the reins of your life. Getting back on track and working as a team. Red cards bring success. Because we've realised that the definition of insanity, which is where that put us, is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. So we're at a crossroads, and all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So burning the candle at both ends will do you no good. You will become ill and mentally stressed. So again, we've got that bloody magician. So it's massively important. It must be around the 28th of this month or the 1st of next month, I believe. Where have we got Gemini? It's not in there at all. It's not mentioned at all. So it's in the second house of what's normally Taurus, well done Spirit, of value, of worth. So mentally you are feeling insufficient, not educated enough, not clever enough, you're putting yourself down. But there is also the chance here of a narcissistic psychological draining of your energy. So somebody using their words negatively to bring you down, a negative mindset. But the thing is, the masks are off now and you see it for what it is. Gemini, Doris, Martin, 1 and 28. Siblings, children, hands, arms, shoulder issues. There is a chance, like I said, of criminal activity, lies, deceit and theft. So somebody gambled and lost, and now the masks are off, they're exposed for who they truly are. They gambled on their mind games working, but we're not confused anymore. We're healing over it. And it's been going on for 5 years. That is a surprise. This last stage, should I say, because it's gone back a lot further than that, but the issue that they're talking about is from lockdown. So medical matters especially, everything being exposed, but we won't see it in the mainstream media because of the communications there. Mercury retrograde. Yeah, don't give up, but remember that comparison is not your friend. Life is not a race. We don't chuck the apple tree away or chop it up for firewood just because it hasn't bore an apple this year. We prune the branches, feed the roots, and hope for a better crop later on. Intentionally or unintentionally, we are reaping what we sowed. Fate is teaching us a karmic lesson, and it might be something we did do, it might be something we didn't do that we should have, that you will have to reassess and reevaluate, and get rid of the dead wood. I'm afraid 7 years. Yeah, we have to rid ourselves of this toxic energy. Capricorn, 15. Lee, Ashley, Capricorn's in the 9th house, which is learning a lesson, and it is in Juno's in Capricorn. So it's breaking the shackles, freeing ourselves, no longer selling our souls to the devil. It's achieving something, but there's that long dark tunnel we've made for ourselves again, and we just keep making it longer. They see no light at the end of the tunnel. The 18, the 15 is positive, the 18 is negative. Something that they thought would be conceived is not. It's not happening. So we're in a dark place, dark night of the soul. We have to tread very carefully, but still keep moving, because the song is keep on moving. So we have to keep moving one foot in front of the other, but very, very carefully. And freedom again, Independence Day, July the 4th, perhaps. Stand on your own 2 feet. Be financially and emotionally independent, whether it be within a situation or without, even within partnerships. We have to make sure that we are able and willing to stand on our own 2 feet. And then we make a new beginning. The Fool, Richard, Zoe, Catherine. A transformation. A whole new journey or adventure awaits us. 22. So April the 1st, maybe. And love ourselves unconditionally. Start with the small things, because it's been too long. Learn that you can fill your own cup and teach your kids to do that. You don't need others to refill it for you. Your cup is never half empty or half full. It is refillable by you. Yeah. It doesn't matter how much time you work, you slog your guts out, poor Jack. You'll never have enough, because he's earning 8 and that's 10, and it's falling out of your grasp. So money is not going to be very good, and therefore your security suffers. We're going to have to learn to live within our means. There is an action being taken in the next 8 days, totally out of the blue, to astonish us that is positive. This has become a heavy burden, and it's probably not even ours to carry. But we're still walking through that gates of hell. We have to break the shackles. So we have 2 10s there, endings. Something being raised to the ground. Fire. And there's a lot of fires going on around the world, isn't there? Yeah, we are being watched, digitally or otherwise, we know that. But also the children are watching us. They want to see how we react. We are their guides. We have to show them the way. And we have to tell them the truth. No lies. Good news is coming. A communication, possibly from an immature Ersan or an Ersan child. The truth sets you free. There was a time now where somebody tried to control us. We are going to tame that beast. Leo energy number 11. We will need to be courageous and brave with a backbone. Stand up for ourselves, even in the face of danger. Don't let others control you, and don't try and control others. Again, this is about free will. The heart, the back. So healing of the heart, definitely, especially medically wise. Leo is in the IC, or the IC is in Leo, sorry. And it's in the fourth house of home and family life. So children, definitely important. We need a new team. Keep telling us, don't they? Green light of go from spirit. Take that new path, take that new adventure and go. Whatever you start now will pay off within 3 years. That's if you haven't given up on your dreams. Your businesses especially. Yep, justice will be served. Court cases, partnerships, up and enemies, but the law is in our favour. 8 or 26, Libra. Libra's in the 6th house, which is our health. So Lions, marital home. And there's the Fool again. So don't put things off till tomorrow that need to be done today, because we need to begin to take back control now. There's no time to wait. This is urgent, is what they're saying. And don't fear looking the fool. If you act in haste, you repent at leisure though. So, like we said, you've got to tread carefully, but you've got to keep moving. Even if it's just planning, whatever it is, we've got to do something now. Unfinished business. Doctors, priests, and lawyers. More being exposed about children. Legally. Therapy. Nurses. Doctors. Lawyers. This is a good woman. Somebody who is professional and gives good advice. A woman in blue. But somebody here doesn't want to stand on their own 2 feet, and the criminals, they will in some way, they are not what they seem. Black magic especially, and their name's not down and they're not coming in. The door will be closed to them. So if you're messing about in any way with satanics or black magic or criminal activity, especially drugs, stuff like that, it doesn't bode well for you. Legally, justice will be served. So you need a new team. Prisoners with Neptune there, so somebody could be going to prison. Or being freed because of somebody's power being removed, which is good. So twins, schools, hands, arms, shoulders, the colour yellow, communications definitely, siblings, short journeys, learning, the immediate environment, your neighbours and your manner of speech. So the way you speak to people is very important. And siblings. We have Neptune. So it's the elusive sibling, the one that you can't pin down. Neptune in Taurus then. Water and air. It makes mud. Yeah, the unknown again. Due to the long orbit, which means Neptune won't reach these signs until the future, Neptune in Aries, Taurus and Gemini, well, we're already in Aries, so when Neptune goes into Taurus then, which could be a long time, let's see. When will Neptune enter Taurus? Neptune set to enter Taurus for a sustained period in 2039, so this is a long journey. It remains in Aries for 13 years. So, what does Neptune in Pisces mean? Have they any idea? Let's see. So this is a long journey that Spirit have been talking to us about. So Neptune in Pisces went from 2011 to 2026. That's what caused all these problems in the first place. You go back to 2011 at least. it was just, oh sorry, it says Taurus. So it's spiritual idealism with material pragmatism, focusing on transforming, refining or idealising money, resources and nature. So that it's them wanting to do the digital ID and banks and stuff. It represents a generation prioritising tangible luxury, environmental harmony or economic, artistic and sensual innovation with a risk of escapism through consumption. There you go. So you will lose yourself in material trappings if you're not careful. That's what we've got to avoid. Transforming the concept of wealth, digital currency or banking to align with higher ideals. Economic delusions. A focus on sustainable agriculture, connecting spiritual practices with the earth. Going back to the old ways of planting when the moon is full or stuff like that. Spiritual meaning in nature. Advancements in fashion, food or sensory experiences that are designed to feel otherworldly or luxurious. So the Matrix, if you like. Earth and practicality, material idealism, sensual transcendence, creative conservation, economic illusion. So we're living in a dream world about the economy, basically. That don't bode well, does it? Because that fits with the New World Order, which I think there was maybe talking about yesterday. So that's a bit doom and gloomy, isn't it? Damn it. So we have a choice. No. To stay free or let them digitalise us and become shackled, a number, a prisoner. Yeah, the Peace Walker. And this is our fight, if you like, which sounds contradictory with peace and gentle forward. So keep on moving forward. With peace, if possible. That doesn't mean be a walkover. Be gentle, but be firm. Especially with the children. Teach them values, teach them manners. Teach them that money isn't everything. The Peace Walkers are elementals who reside on this earth plane to help raise awareness, to help others find their way home. There are many elementals who have chosen to walk this path to help humanity, all of nature and its many beings on this plane. They will find it very difficult, so you may be one of them, to be in human form, but understand it is for a greater purpose. At this time our worlds are all connected, but that will not always be so if we continue to destroy the beauty we have in this world. This is the big concern that they carry, and their task is not an easy one. Peace Walkers ask you to take up the challenge yourself, in any small way you can, and do what you can to help raise the consciousness of humanity. Where can you help or set an example to educate or inspire others to look after nature, this planet and all its beings? Where in your life can you change your habits that have an impact on this plane? We cannot do this alone, and we need all who are willing to listen. It doesn't matter what religion, what faith, what colour, what creed you are, this planet needs us. Another message by drawing this card is one of finding peace. Peace is essential in this day and age to help us through the stresses of everyday life. If something sometimes seems that stress and being busy takes precedent over being calm. So there he is, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You have to have some calm. Doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome will turn you insane. We need to nurture ourselves. There seems to be less time for ourselves. We are time poor and tired and running on empty. This in itself is not sustainable unless we balance the scales by finding peace and calm, which means finding time to let it in, because our external environment reflects our internal one. By finding peace within ourselves, we can create peace on an external level. Vice versa. Make some time for yourself, where you can just be. Meditate if it helps. Find your centre. Get out into nature. When we emanate calm, it is infectious to others. Just like when you smile, they smile. And we receive back calm in answer to the energy we are sending out. Help others find their peace. If this is the one thing you feel you can do to make a difference in this world, the more we find peace, the more we find peace on a collective scale. Become centered and able to handle the situation better. Bring balance back into your life and make time for you. So sit and think whilst you can, whilst you're still free to do what you want to do, before it's too late. Keep on moving. Yeah, so this could be the wives, Scandinavia, Frigg. There she is. Scandinavian goddess, model of wifely devotion, she who is loved. Silence, wisdom, devotion, resourcefulness, female cunning and independence. So she may not be all she seems because somebody's wearing a false mask. But independent, standing on their own 2 feet, that's good. Despite being married to the rather ghastly Odin, Wednesday, king of the gods, famous for his extramarital exploits, Frigg was a devoted wife and mother. She counsels you to make certain sure of your facts before you speak or act. So don't, like it says, be careful how you speak to people. Don't accuse people unless you have proof. And don't spread gossip. Frigg also signifies the grace of forgiving, an ability to love someone and accept their faults, but to be able to look after yourself without over-dependence on the actions of others. There we go, stand on your own 2 feet without having to go cap in hand. Be steadfast. Devotion and patience are qualities that can make for the success of a project. Frigg supports you in developing these qualities in yourself. You have to find a way to support yourself. Mercy, show mercy, which is a family name for us. To develop the quality of mercy, you must forgive yourself and everyone around you. Be magnanimous, see the good in others and give them the benefit of the doubt. I would say that's very dodgy though with that. Open up to compassion, but most of all, access the wisdom within that recognizes the divine in every creature. When you temper your attitude to others with mercy, you offer them grace, because if you back them into a corner, they'll come out fighting. You spread much light, joy and freedom, and empower others to find the good in themselves. We've all made mistakes. Spirit don't want to work with angels because they've never done anything to have the experience. Choosing this card may mean that the angels of mercy are offering you release from your pain and difficulties. There it is. Choosing this card may mean that the angels of mercy are offering you release from your pain of difficulties. You must accept it graciously and be merciful yourself. So I think we're going to have another one because it was in the sweet spot, and I want to make sure that you know what this is about. Partnerships, legal matters and open enemies. Yeah, and there it is, the keepers of the earth, the peace walkers. That is us. That's what we're here for. We only are temporary inhabitants, and we have to leave it better than we found it. Which is never easy. 100. You are not alone, and you feel like it at the minute. You feel isolated, shut out. There, look. Someone does. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers. There you go. A new team. There's your team. And there's your team. A new team. A full team of helpers. Both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you in every step of the way. You must call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand up for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm, and if you have money by land, this could come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service and for strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive the support you need. You deserve to be rewarded for the work you are doing. You do not need to go it all alone. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call this in right now. And remember to look at the card, put your hand on your heart and say, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life, my work, and I call it in now, including any specific request that you might have. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. So mote it be. And finally then, like I said, just keep on moving, one small step at a time. Yeah. So we aren't seeing the bigger picture. The hawk and the thistle. We are not being alert to the dangers. We have to be alert, be aware. The number 44. The hawk is Aries and Scorpio. So 44. This is a keen and vigilant observer. There's the keen and vigilant observer. They are watching. An apex predator. The hawk glides gracefully on the wind, its sharp talons ever at the ready. The thistle can thrive in a variety of environments, from verdant hills to rocky shores. Its spiked, stinging leaves protect its radiant flower, which perches like a crown upon its stem. So the crown, perhaps. External pressures have weakened your resolve. Remember your worth and guard it closely. There's your worth, your value. I am too easily influenced by my environment. How can I thrive in difficult situations? So don't let other people influence you with luxuries or what they buy you or where you live. Whatever it is, somebody is using undue influence. Don't let it happen. Thanks for listening. I'll speak soon. Bye-bye.